I'm Carl Paladino, and I'm running for governor. I'm from Buffalo, New York, born and raised, and like all of you, a couple months back, I made a decision that I'm going to step out and do something here. I graduated from St. Bonaventure University, Syracuse University College of Law, spent 10 years in the United States Army, and retired as a captain. I'm father of 4, grandfather of 4, husband of 1. I have a dog named Duke. He's my friend. I've been in business for 40 years. I have a company that employs over 400 people that we started from scratch. We manage approximately $500 million worth of property that we've developed over the years. I know what it means to balance a budget. I know what it means to meet a payroll, especially in today's world. I bring with me the experience, the judgment, the integrity of a man who will best confront that dysfunctional and paralyzed government that we presently have in Albany. I will confront the obscene culture of a governing class of cowards and Albany insiders, now and for the recent past, threatened by us. They're afraid of us. They hear us coming down the thruway. They don't know what to make of us. We're different. Things feel different. It's a different year. We feel something inside. They feel something too. They feel something coming to an end for them. What they have known is their careers, they feel maybe coming to an end. So they're going to try to keep us away. I will confront that obscene culture of a governing class of cowards. I will confront reckless spending. I will confront the highest taxes in America. $60 billion in debt by our government, and another $60 billion, by our general fund, and $60 billion in debt by our state authorities. $120 billion in debt. Dysfunctional schools in our urban centers. A pathetic governor. A master manipulator. You know who that is. Good old Shelley. With a corrupt legislature. They sold our state out. They sold us out to the public employee unions and the other special interests. Enough is enough. We all feel that. I look around the room and I see people. The faces are a little bit different, but the same look of concern that I've seen from Ripley, New York, to Plattsburgh, to the far ends of Long Island and Staten Island. This is the year that you want change. This is the year when you want those that have disappointed us to account to us. This is the year when you're going to gather up all your friends and all your relatives, and you're going to say, we're going to vote for our lives and for the lives of our children and our grandchildren. I'm not politically correct, and I don't want to be. I'm an outsider. I've never run for public office before. I'm human. I never claimed to be perfect. But like you, we want a government that's going to serve us and us only. I'm not intimidatable. My wife says, that's not a word in the dictionary, Carl. I said, I like it. The liberal elitists in the press, I won't play their game. And like Tony, how about this guy? Boy, I'd join him in the foxhole of life anytime.
Thank you, sir.
You can always turn to a guy like Tony and you could say, we're counting on you. Do it. You know that it's a mission. And he's going to do it. He's going to surround himself with others on that same mission. You could talk about Jefferson and Thomas Paine, but he lives their words in his heart. We all do. That's why you're here. That's why this message has to get out. That's why the support has to be there for him. I'm sure all of you are sick and tired of having Vinny Rader run your lives.
Yes.
I first encountered Vinny when we were in one of those regional meetings someplace. I think it was actually in his county here. And I reflected on how a guy named Graziano, who's a county chair up in Albany County, had disinvited us. This is before the convention. He had disinvited us to a regional conference of county chairs that we had never been invited to in the first place. And he went to the press and he says, we're not inviting him. Or disinvited him. Wow. And Vinny Rader said, that's not true. And so then Vinny Rader disinvited Lazio to a function that he was having down here. This is when Vinny Rader was all about Levy. And he said, that's not true. And Cox was sitting next to us, he's the state chair. And he got up and he said, that's not true, that's not true. Who'd you hear that from? I said, Lazio. He told me. Oh, and they sat down. They're part of a ruling class. They're part of everything that's wrong.
That's right.
They're a poster child for everything that's wrong in our government today.